already getting to be the end of July, do you feel like you are just trying to tread water? Maybe you feel like you've already been left behind. Like, I didn't tell people about the Lord of the Rings release, and I shouldn't even do it now. It's man, the July warmer of the month. There's only 2 more days to order. I probably should just I don't know what to do now. If you feel like that in your business, realize that just like I have to realize is that there is no timeline. There is no has to do it today and not tomorrow, or it should have been done yesterday, so you can't do it today. The mentality behind our business is that as long as it's available, it is something you can talk about. So if you are trying to push for the last sales that you can for the end of the month of July, then this is the time to start looking at all the things that maybe you forgot to tell your customers about. We've had the Lord of the Rings release, we had the Minions release, we have a beautiful warmer of the month for July before you start trying to dive into August. It's always that balance of, do I tell my customers ahead of time for next month the stuff that's coming out so I can get pre-orders and like basically fill up my first like front load my month? Or should I continue to get, orders and try to get more PRV for the month that we're in? You're gonna go across this battle many, many times throughout your journey of your business, like I have. Right now, I'm sitting at over 1,000 for the PRV, and my goal this month was 2,000, and I was really gonna push. And then after SFR, I got sick, and it's been allergies or flu or whatever else, or maybe the vid, who knows? But I've just kind of been pushing through and doing the best that I can. And at some point, when especially if you get sick or if other things come up, you just need to tread water, which is okay. There is nothing wrong with treading water in your business as long as you don't stay in one spot. Don't sit there and drown whenever the shore is only 5 more strokes ahead of you. You don't want to turn around and go back all across the ocean that you've already done. Don't give up, just take a break, take a breath, and then move forward. Sometimes for me, it's it's better for me to write things down, to kind of sort out my thoughts of what needs to be done, what needs to be focused on, and then what's a priority. Lists for me are an amazing thing until you forget where your list is at, and then you can't find it and you don't know where to go. So think about this as you are coming to the end of July. What I have been doing is I reached out to anybody and everybody who ordered the Bring Back My Bar this month. Did I reach out to everybody about the Bring Back My Bar? I did in my VIP group. But I don't know if I ever told you guys, I dwindled my VIP group down to like 30 people. I had it up to almost like over 1,000 at one point in time, but then there were so many people not seeing or not even knowing that they were in this group that I wasn't getting the interactions that I wanted. So I minimized the group, and then I minimized the group, and then I minimized the group. A VIP group is going to be however you decide that you want to make it. I wanted it for my very important people, my very important customers. Maybe it should be called my VIC group, VIC, because they are very important customers. They are customers, so they're important to me. That's just something that you have to decide on how you wanna run your business and how you wanna focus on social media. I actually get better sales posting on my personal page than I do in my VIP group, probably because in my VIP group, it only sees about 30 people. I move people to my VIP group after they've ordered multiple times, but again, they don't always buy. So you kind of are in that toss up of, do I keep them or do I let them go? So for this month, we have today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of July, and it's the last day that most people are starting to push. At the same time, is that if you've hit your goal, if you've hit, maybe your goal is just to hit 500 PRV just so that you can get paid as a leader. If that's all you're working for and you've hit that goal, then you can go ahead and start front loading for the next month. I am still going to be pushing for this month, but I'm also going to be trying to front load. And that's another balancing act. I think a lot of this is all about balancing, of figuring out what works and who wants what. Because maybe people don't like lavender because that was the warmer of the month. It's a beautiful lavender, two piece with a warmer and a base in a wooden square that has like the plastic lavender plant in the vase side. It can be changed out to anything else. You just have to be careful because those are treated to be around heat. So that's the only thing I would tell you. Now, for this next month, since I've already started looking at what is coming out, because we have transition month starting August 1st. So that's another thing to dive into is that you not only want to live in today and work your business today, is you also need to plan for what is coming up and what is changing, especially with the catalog changing. What goes on in transition month? 10% off. So for the ones who are saying that I really just couldn't afford this right now, or, just not right now, letting them know that transition month is coming up, that it's 10% off is going to be something that you want. I mean, especially those customers, you want to let them know that if they're wanting to snack something, the 10% off is at least a way to get a discount without having to have a Scentsy club or without having to do a party. Now, I know we are a party planning business, and I know we need to have a party planning or parties to get more customers. It's easier that way because you're not getting them one by one, you're getting them in a group. You're either getting five or six, maybe online, or if you go to someone's house, maybe two or three at a time that you can talk to. I have not been very successful on getting in person, maybe because when I ask, most people are just like, no, let's do it online. That's what they prefer because maybe they don't want people in their house and I don't feel like I have a big enough area to have people over because of my parking situation. Kind of give you a little like this is some situations you may come if you live in an apartment that only has limited parking. Is where do people park? I have a culvert in front of my house, so it's not like anybody could park on the street. We only have four parking spots, and currently, right now, we have three cars. So that means I either have to ask my neighbors if my friends can park in there if they want to come over, or they have to either park down the street, which is at the park, which is about 4 blocks away. So it's kind of that, what do I do since I can't have a party here? You can always try and ask for someone else to host a party for you, maybe one of your best friends. Right now, not a lot of my best friends live close, and the ones that would probably do it don't always have time. It's always I'm busy. I don't really have a good weekend. The kids are this, the kids are that, the house is not ready. So I do a lot more one on ones. So as you're kind of watching my journey and going through this, realize that my journey is different because of my surroundings of where I'm not working. I'm going to school full time and I'm running my business. So I'm not interacting a lot. I do events. I did do an event this last weekend and I did take my air purifier and my diffusers and some fragrance flowers. I sold 3 fragrance flowers and I sold a 6 pack of wax. It's not a lot, but it was better than nothing. It cost me $20 to do the event, and I sold $80 worth of stuff. So, again, you have to kinda look at of where's the balance? Is it good enough? If they do it again, would I do it again? I don't know. It's July in Texas. So think about the different things that you want to do. What do you want to do for transition? What do you want to do in your business in the next week? Write it down or do a chart or do an Excel spreadsheet, whatever works best for you. If you have a notes thing in your phone, then use your notes app and sit there and type the different things out, even if they have a check mark, like the grocery list. So that way, whenever, oh, I've done this, I can check it off. And then you can add things to the bottom. A lot of those apps allows you to move things to make them a priority. So that way you aren't worried about having things on the bottom that you haven't gotten to when the things on the top really aren't a priority. So think about it. What do you want to do? How do you want to run your business with the end of the month? Are you pushing really hard to get your goal? Have you hit your goal and are you front loading? So, one thing that I am doing after I get off of this is I'm going to be going in my VIP group and I will be showing my customers the warmer of the month for August. Now, I kind of want to show you this. It has a base, but I didn't want to plug it in. So, I'm using a flashlight. Now, it's going to be harder to see this because I don't have the lights turned off. So I will be turning the lights off in my office, and I will be turning off my ring light as well. That way they can see the beautiful warmer that it is. It does come with an orange bulb, but again, I didn't wanna set everything up because I am putting it back in there because I have a customer who's very interested in it. Um, and it'll be easier just to wrap it back. Honestly, it probably wouldn't be a big deal if I told her, "Hey, I set it up, I got everything out to check it, and then I just wrapped it back in the shrink wrap or put it back the best that I could." It just really depends on you and what you do with your customers and how you interact with them. So think about the different things that you can be doing right now. You can be reaching out to them and telling them the different things that are leaving for the month of July. There is a list that's in your workstation. There's also many groups that has images or flyers that you can send to your customers as you're messaging them, letting them know that the things are leaving. And also, if they're like, nope, not interested, be like, well, would you like to see what's coming out on the first? That's something else is that it's a good way to transition. It's a question. So that means they need to answer it yes or no. Like, no, I'm not interested, or yeah, I'd love to know what's coming out. And then you could also talk to them about, did you know that it's transition month? So think about it. How do you want to end this month? How do you want to start the month of August? This is kind of where I'm at. I'm making my list and I'm checking it twice. Oh, I said that. And it's really kind of funny because we do have the holiday stuff that we'll be able to see. Well, I got to see it at SFR, but we're going to be able to see the different stuff downloaded with the pricing and the flyers. So get ready, buckle up, and like hold on for this ride because when fall and winter hits in Scentsy it's going to be busy. We will have so many items being dropped and so many things. So, how do you want to set up your month? How do you want to plan for this fall and winter season? You don't want to get left behind and you don't want to be confused. So follow me for more. I will be hopping on probably on the first because I'm going to be busy tomorrow, letting you guys know how everything went for the end of this month and then what I did if I preloaded or front loaded, or if I even had people interested. My name is Cassie Bollinger, and welcome to my journey. I hope you're following along. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to follow this journey, to see where I'm at, see the struggles that I go through on a daily basis. I don't post every day. That was my plan in the beginning. So if you did start with video number one, part one, just know that the struggle is real. So happening to do this every 2 to 3 days works perfectly for my schedule because it gives me time to reflect and time to work things out and not feel like I failed because I didn't do it within 24 hours and I didn't see success because we're not a fly by night business. That's what I got for you guys today. I love you all. And if you haven't been told before, I love you. You are important. You are worthy. And damn it, you are strong. So keep moving through your business, keep pushing through, find your love, find your fire. And if you ever need any help, please comment below. I'll be more than happy to help you. I'll talk to you guys soon.